like an email like within minutes from you and your assistant.
I don't vet Dan Miller's emails. Like whatever Dan says, Dan, if you're listening to this, man, you just send me whatever you want to send me, man. And I'm all in, baby. Yeah.
Right.
When Dan Miller says something, you go do it. And
Amen.
It usually works out all right, man.
That is so true.
Welcome to Streams of Income with self-help author Ryan Reger.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Streams of Income radio show. I'm your host, Ryan Reger. And boy, do I have an awesome episode for you. Today, I'm chatting with Shane Sams of Flipped Lifestyle. We had a blast chatting, and I know you're going to love this episode. Here it is. And the more I listen to your guys' story, I'm like, I need to know these people because there's so many similarities in your same heart. And so I messaged Dan and said, hey, could you introduce me, since I know that you guys are friends? And gracious as Dan is, said yes, and I get an email like within minutes from you and your assistant. So
that's awesome, man. Yeah, man.
Crazy.
I don't vet Dan Miller's emails. Like whatever Dan says, Dan, if you're listening to this, man, you just send me whatever you want to send me, man. And I'm all in, baby. Yeah.
Right.
When Dan Miller says something, you go do it. And
Amen.
It usually works out all right, man.
That is so true. But I want to get into your story, Shane, because I want my audience to know you. I know they're going to love you because of just everything that you guys have built, and your believers. I have a lot of Christians in my audience too. But you are from a small town. I'm from small town Indiana, a little town called Pendleton. With your story with Jocelyn, you liked her first. The same here. You guys waited 7 years to get married. Ours was 5. We both married up.
Big time.
Yeah.
I outkicked my coverage. So
and I'll let you tell your story too, because I want to hear anything we'll obviously talk about your business story, but this is weird and little, but you and Jocelyn crossed paths in a stairwell in a dorm, if I remember right. Maureen and I crossed paths in a hallway at a church. That was also both the first time that we had talked to our spouses. We had seen them before, but the first time that we said anything was in that crossing. You're a history and poli-sci guy. That was my majors at Huntington University.
You're kidding me. That's what I majored in at Kentucky. Education, poli-sci, and history.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. I wasn't education. I was just a Bachelor of Arts. I had no idea what I was going to go, or Bachelor of Science. I don't know. Arts, I think. I had no
Something
idea what
you're not using now to make money.
Not using it at all.
That's right.
But I did with the political stuff after that. I didn't really use it, but it obviously got me those jobs. You were listening to Pat Flynn and came into the house after listening to one of his episodes about I don't remember what you said his episode was about. But
it was literally his story about how he started he got fired and made money online.
Architect.
Yeah, man.
Okay. And you ran into the house telling Jocelyn, hey, I found out how we can do this. And she was like, no, that didn't.
Yeah.
The same with Melaine. Those that know my story with the auction, I told her we need to bid $1,500 on this. Or actually, no, before that was when I said we want to sell furniture on Craigslist, do it full time. She said, no, you need to go get a job. So we both have more practical wives. And they also the risk when that event in San Diego, you spend a couple grand to go to that. And that's similar to my story with taking the risk on the $1,500 on that auction.
I didn't just take a risk. Like I bulldozed the runway. Like, how you like to say how you say you got like a runway? Like I had 6 months of runway before I was going to have to go apply for jobs again.
Wow.
And it'd be like if you had an airstrip and you just said, let's just bulldoze the last quarter of it. Let's just do that. See what happens. But it all worked out. The risk reward, baby. It all worked out.
It's worked out for you. I've loved listening just to your story as with your podcast, but tell my audience about you, how you got started. Let's go back to even, some of your football days and how you quit your job, just anything you feel like would be relevant to my audience.
Man. So, I met my wife, Jocelyn, back at the University of Kentucky in like 1998 or something. I don't know, man. We were a stairwell, and I actually told my friends I was going to marry her the night I was going out with my buddies, probably to chase other girls. I didn't know what I was doing, and we were going out, and I was like, man, I just met the girl. I think I'm going to marry that girl. I'm like, I don't know how I know this, but I just knew it.
Yeah.
And ended up, we got married. I went back to school, actually to get like a degree in like athletic director, football, sports coaching, things like that. Mm-hmm. Ended up getting a graduate assistant position at West Virginia University. So I actually got to go coach college football a little bit at West Virginia, Eastern Kentucky. Knew I loved football, wanted to be around the game, didn't want that lifestyle. Right. It was just daylight till dark, 7 days a week. My Rich Rodriguez was my head coach, and he literally told us in the staff meeting in July, he said, Hey guys, hope you've had a good June, because you're not going to see your families until February when recruiting's over. So, it was a wild first couple of years being married, because Jocelyn was working corporate and traveling, and I was on the football thing, and people were like, "How's married life?" And we're like, "I don't know. We don't
never see each other." How do guys do that? We're both family guys. How in the world? You just must have to really, really, really love football to be able to do that with you if you have kids.
I don't think when you're young and you get into the game that I think you're blinded by the ambition. You think you can handle it. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you what got me out of it, man. There was a guy there, a Dan Miller-like guy. I mean, just wise, just a great dude, and his name was Bill Stewart. He's passed away now, but he was the assistant head coach, ended up being the head coach of West Virginia. And I got a job at Eastern Kentucky. I was about to leave. And, I'd done a good job at West Virginia. Everybody liked me. And, and he goes, "Hey, Shane, hey, boy, come here, buddy. Oh, Shane. Oh, he looked like Dick Van Dyke. So imagine Dick Van Dyke saying that. And he goes, "Hey, buddy, get in here in my office, man. Oh, congratulations. Going to Eastern Kentucky. What an opportunity. You're going to have more responsibility. Man, it's going to be good, Shane Sams." And he goes, "Shut that door, Shane. Shut that door. Shut the door." Now, he always talked like that for the time I was there. And when I shut the door, I sat down, and Coach Stewart looked at me and said, "Shane, this is a big opportunity." I mean, his voice changed just like that. And he said, "Shane, it's a big opportunity. I want to tell you a story, though. My son, I've been coaching for years. My son's 10 years old. And I just wanted to let you know that I did the math the other day. And I have missed 3 years of my son's actual days on this earth."
Oh, my gosh.
Recruiting football. And he just looked at me right in my eye and said, "I like you, Shane. Good luck at Eastern Kentucky." And, we were one of the few GAs. Like, I was already married. Jocelyn had a job. It was clearly obvious that we cared about our relationship with each other. And I think that he was trying to warn me to get out of the game.
Yes.
Right. And I'll never forget him for doing that, because I did. I said, "Hey, let's go coach high school football. At least we'll have a community. We'll have weekends, or nights together."
Wow.
And so that's what sent me back into high school football. That's what led me into my teaching career, and would eventually lead us into the online business that we have now.
Hey, Ryan Reger here. If you're looking for proven real strategies for making money online, then grab my book, Streams of Income. In it, I detail the 3 main ways to make money online. And these are strategies that students of mine all over the world are using to make real money. And the best part is these are strategies that you can get started with $0 and 0 experience. So if you'd like a free copy of my book, Streams of Income, check out the link in the description below.